Hello and welcome to Card Talk. I'm your host, Grant, and joining me today is Matt.
Hello, everyone.
And today we are continuing our saga campaign going back to Cirth Ungol. So, I'll just busy get set up and I'll take you to the board and Matt can refresh you on what we've been doing.
Well, we've been playing through most of the saga with 3 Hunters decks. Grant's been having an all Rohan lineup with Tactics Eowyn, Leadership Aemir, and Leadership Erkenbrand. I've got Leadership Denethor, Gandalf, and Spirit Glorfindel for my lineup. And really just been having a lot of fun getting around some of the odder effects with 3 Hunters, and Grant destroying things in the staging area with Aemir, and my deck trying to provide a little encounter control and questing support.
Okay. So, do we shuffle Glamdring and Enduro back into the deck?
Well,
Decks?
the campaign setup says we each get to pick a item boon, excluding Endural, from the campaign pool and set it aside out of play. They're going to get attached to what's his name? Shagrat as a guarded objective.
Oh well, Shagrat can have my leaf wrap Lembus.
Okay. And then now either Mithril Shirt or Sting are going to be very handy to have, so he can have Sting as a guarded objective.
Right, should we just put them in the set aside bit for now?
Yep, we'll do that.
Okay, and for Glamdring and Enduro, they get shuffled into me deck, yes?
Yeah, and your Brace of Conies, because we're in the Frodo and Sam part, and you will get to attach Last of the Company to one of your heroes, and they will become the Ring Bearer.
I think we made you the first player last time so that you had the Ring Bearer, technically, if I remember rightly.
Okay. And we have to remember this time that whoever has the Ring Bearer is going to have to exhaust them, or we're going to be raising our threat every turn.
Yes.
I think that's part of the quest stage here, so no. Where is that effect?
Attach heavy burden to a hero with Last of the Company attached. So, who are we attaching Last of the Company to? Well, first of all, who will decide to be first player? Are we giving it to you or are we giving it to me?
We should probably give it to me, so I probably have more of the threat reduction in my deck.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got Elrond's Council.
So, who are you sticking that on?
I think it's going to have to be Glorfindel.
Okay, so Glorfindel claims Last of the Company and the One Ring, and we need heavy burden.
Where is that? No, it shouldn't be in the sideboard. Oh, there we go. And I think we have Wraith on Wings. We need to in the planning. Okay. We'll shuffle that. Are you to spawn the Wraith on Wings? Because I didn't have them in the Boon Burden deck.
Alright, yeah, I can spawn them in. How many do we need?
2. And I'll shuffle in our other burdens.
Now we'll go 2 Wraith on Wings.
Okay, so we got Last of the Company figured out. I think we're pretty much set here.
And if you want them all lined up nicely, you can just drop that 3 hunters in the event slot.
Yeah, okay.
That's what we've been doing in all other games.
Alright, so let's flip the quest card. Each non-unique location gets -1 threat and can't leave the staging area. And while the 2 watchers in the staging area, enemy side face up is considered to be engaged with each player.
Okay, are we ready to start?
I believe so.
Okay, well, I'm going to start off by giving Irma another weapon, or a weapon I should say. I'll give Erkenbrand a shield. I'll spend 2 for Steward of Gondor, triggering Steward to add 2 resources to Irma. And that's me done.
Okay. Alright, so... Oh, Denethor should have a couple extra resources. Might make a difference here, so...
Oh, don't we need to increase our threat by 2 from one of the burdens we didn't take?
Yes, we do. Thank you for reminding me. Been a while.
Yeah, it has.
Alright, so I think I will go ahead and give... Actually, do it slightly differently. Yeah, we will pay 1 to give Gandalf a silver circlet from the top of my deck. So now he is questing for 6. Be important. Oh, right, this one doesn't have a total, just all adds. And then go ahead and give Denethor a shield for free. Pay 1 to go ahead and give him the Staff of Lebethron. Pay 2 more to give Gandalf his staff. And we haven't put anything on Glorfindel yet, so he can have Steed of Imladris. Almost a first turn flip. And we will go ahead and give Gandalf Wizard Pipe. Where did Wizard Pipe go?
It's on Denethor.
Ah, there we go. Thank you. Alright. Should be pretty good there, and I'm gonna use the staff to give Glorfindel resource in case we need to test a will.
Okay, so at the end of planning, we have to either exhaust Glorfindel or raise our threat by 1.
Well, I say we go ahead and exhaust him, because the last of the company ability lets me raise just my threat by 1 if we need to get some threat out of the stage area from an enemy.
Okay. So questing then.
Well, I will send Gandalf for 6.
Right, okay, so Irma is now going to attack for 4 against one of these Wraith on Wings, exhausting intimidation to put 2 damage on one of them.
Okay. And being the quest phase, they should each get a resource and a threat.
Okay.
Alright. Card number 1. Snaga Archer. Alright, so 2 threat in the stage area. Card number 2 is Torchlit Hall. So that one gets -1 threat. It's not unique. And that's only after we travel to it.
Okay.
So it looks like we're making 3 progress, which we don't have anywhere to place the progress onto, so...
Okay.
or it doesn't matter that with the quest card right now.
Yep, should we travel to Torchlit Hall?
Well, we can't, because it's a non-unique location that can't leave the staging area.
Right, okay, so engagements. I suppose I could take down this archer. Yeah, I'll optionally engage this archer just to get it out of the staging area. I can focus on beating down the Wraith on Wings.
Oh, Torchlit Hall came too.
Okay, so 2 archery that we've got to deal with. I can put 1 on Irma if you want the other one.
You want me to take both because you have to deal 2 when you engage it?
Oh yeah, if you want. I forgot about that bit.
Yeah, I'll take both points of archery. What is that?
Okay. So shadow card is dealt. Erkenbrand defends. No shadow effect, no damage.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to give Gandalf a resource for questing successfully. Alright. Alright, Grant, what are you doing for your planning there?
Oh, I'm dropping out an ancestral armor. And drop out a Rod of the Steward. And a Rohan Warhorse. And a second Rohan Warhorse.
Nice. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play a Valiant Sword on the top of my deck on Glorfindel.
Nice.
And I will go ahead and Wizard Pipe.
You want to open your hand so we can see what you've got?
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Dragon is a little bit. It's better in the sense that you don't need all the image packs to actually play the game. OCTGN had a lot of bugs worked out throughout the years that it was active. There's still a few snapping actions that can cause a little bit of issues with Dragon cards, and at higher player counts it can kind of lag out a bit. But all in all, I'd say it's on par with what OCTGN does. Would you agree, Matt?
In terms of the performance, I think it gets a little bit of an edge because since it's hosted online in the cloud, so to speak, you can pick up games or pick games up again if they crash a lot easier. But the server load can definitely impede things, so
I mean,
I like that if I get disconnected, I usually can hop back in.
yeah. It's not a bad substitute for OCTGN, and it allows cross-platform play, whereas OCTGN was a little bit finicky with that. It didn't really like Mac or Linux. There was a ways around it, but it didn't really like it. I hope that answers your question, Sensei.
Alright, so I've swapped Tested Will for Steed and Ladros on top of my deck, so I think it's more likely I might play that from the top of my deck than Elrond's Council right now, since progress doesn't matter as much.
Right, I'll be just a minute. I've got to go and take care of something.
Okay. Well, since I think we're ready to for the quest phase, we'll go ahead and adjust these. One thing I'll have to say for switching is getting used to the different key buttons and adding tokens. It's a little trickier because you have to aim for the top or bottom half to add or subtract compared to OCTGN. So far, it looks like we're in pretty good shape. Looks like Grant is going to be drawing lots of cards here soon. We'll be able to optimize AMR. We just need Armored Destrier for Denethor or Erkenbrand here would be pretty well set. Speaking of which, give Denethor a defense marker.
Okay. I'm back. So.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and exhaust Glorfindel again, so we don't take the threat raise.
Okay. And I'll send Eowyn to the quest.
And I will send Gandalf. Alright, so card number 1. Didn't want to attack into the staging area this time.
I'm thinking about it, but I've also got that archer I need to deal with.
That's true, you won't be able to kill one up there right now.
Yeah, and I don't have Firefoot out, so any excess damage wouldn't kill it.
Alright, card number 1 then. We get another Torchlit Hall. And card number 2 is a Bloodied Courtyard.
So are we going to use Last Company to cancel the threat of the Wraith, so that way we make a progress?
Yeah, that'd be better than both of us taking the threat.
Or you could use your Elrond's Council. Does the same thing.
Yeah, let's use the Elrond's Council then, so I can drop my threat then, and we'll just stay even while we don't need to make progress here.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. so shadow cards dealt. Erkenbrand defends again. No shadow effect, no damage. Oh, we've got to take archery too.
I can take it. My contract is going to flip this turn.
Okay. And then Irma attacks and readies because he kills the scout with intimidation.
Okay.
Okay. And do I have anything? Oh. Okay, next turn.
Get to flip my contract. Go ahead and use it. Heal.
Can I borrow Gandalf's stuff, please?
Oh, yep, you can certainly do that.
Thank you. Ooh.
And
Okay.
say we did that during combat.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 resources and play Glamdring onto Irma to give him +2 extra attack. Because I don't think it would work so well on Eowyn. However, I do need one more attachment from Eowyn to flip, so hopefully I'll draw that this turn when I kill something. Or if I kill something. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use Rod of the Steward, spending 2 resources and drawing an extra card. Oh, that's the wrong deck.
Well, that's okay. I was actually considering using my staff to draw that and see what was underneath anyway.
Okay. And that gives me a golden belt for Erkenbrand. Okay. And I think I'll pay for Glamdring a slightly different way and take 1 resource off there, leaving us 2 resources on Irma. Okay.
Alright. Well, I'm actually going to I probably forgot to give Gandalf a resource last turn, so he should have had 4 because of Leader of Men last turn. And give Denethor an Ancestral Armor. And then we'll use Denethor's to give Erkenbrand a Armored Destrier.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you, since you got the Sentinel Defender. With Shadow Cancellation.
Yep.
I have some Shadow Cancellation right now, but anyway.
Okay, questing.
Yep, and exhaust Glorfindel, so we don't take the threat. These guys get more
Irma
resources.
attacks for 7 into the staging area. So he's attacking for 7, so that's 3 damage on the Wraith, but use Intimidation, so that makes it 5 damage on the Wraith.
Okay. There we go. And I will send Gandalf again. So card number 1. Looks like we're just equaling the staging area. And then we got Gorbag. Can have attachments that makes immediate attack after he engages. Card number 2. It's Wounded Uruk. Enters play with 2 damage on it. So it looks like we are missing it by 5. But I can use the Last of the Company to take 3 out of the staging area.
Okay.
Oops. So I'll raise my threat by 1 to do that. And I'll lower it by... So now we only have 15. Yeah. All right. So we know it's adding 3, even if Dragon Cards isn't giving me a way to modify the stage area threat. Let's see what else here. And I still have Elrond's Council, so I can make it so we only fail by 1.
Yeah, I've modified the staging area.
Well, oh, you did it? Okay. It must not be letting me because I'm not the host.
No, I just had to take off the threat increase for the Wraith on Wings. It was 3 threat.
Ah, gotcha.
So I just took off the 3 threat for Wraith on Wings.
Alright, and I'll add 1 more willpower with Elrond's Council there. Oops. There we go.
Okay, so we lose
raise
by
our threat
1.
by 1.
Okay. So engagements. I suppose I'll take this wounded Uruk.
Should we leave Gorbag up there since you could probably just kill him next turn?
Well, I'm planning on killing the Wraith on Wings next turn. It's 12 and I do 5 each round.
Okay. Just thinking, if we leave Gorbag up there, we don't have to deal with the 2 attacks. But I guess we have Armored Destrier, you can defend 1 of them for me.
I can do that next round. You can stay up there. But what I'm saying is I'll kill the Wraith on Wings in the staging area.
Yeah. Okay. And just thinking ahead to our next questing.
Yeah.
Since we're not getting much more willpower at the moment. Although I guess your contract should flip, hopefully, right?
I'm just missing 1 attachment for Eowyn.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
so shadow cards. Unless you want to defend the wounded Uruk and I take Gorbag.
Well, I would say I could take Gorbag, but I guess you would be able to kill him this turn, right?
No, I've got nobody up to kill him. What I'm saying is I could take him out the staging area and just block him twice with Erkenbrand if you want to take this wounded Uruk and defend his 1 attack.
Yeah, I've got the defense for it. I just didn't have the defenses for 2 attacks from Gorbag.
Right,
Plus,
so
with Glorfindel being exhausted every round, I'm not likely to be able to kill him.
because what we could do is do something like that, and or we could just leave the wounded Uruk up in the staging area for a couple of more rounds.
Yeah, I'm just worried we'll see an Orcish Howl, and with the Wraith on Rings already having a lot of damage, could be a lot of additional threat. Plus,
Yeah.
we had to do a lot of tricks to make questing this time, not take a bunch more threat.
Yeah.
So I'd rather take the Wounded Uruk and keep the threat out of the stage area at the moment. Hope we see some more readying.
Okay, so Gorbag makes an immediate attack. Erkenbrand defends. No shadow effect. Okay, so
Thor defends the Uruk.
no, I'm first player, so my attack goes off first.
The first player token is off because I was first player.
Oh, you're right, yes, okay. So Denethor
Anyway, go ahead.
survives. Denethor survives, and attacking enemy gets +1 damage. +1 attack for each damage. There is no damage, so I take no damage.
Sensei says thanks, by the way, for the explanation about dragon cards.
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, another Gandalf staff. Oh, did you? No, you didn't attack and kill anything yet.
Okay, could I borrow Gandalf's staff?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to drop a round shield on Eowyn for free, and I'm going to give Erkenbrand a golden shield.
Seems pretty good.
And I'll spend one resource. Seems I did this the wrong way around, but meh. There we go. Okay. We ready for question?
You know what? I have a restricted slot open on Gandalf, so I will go ahead and Wizard Pipe to swap Steed of Imladris on top of my deck. Get the other copy of Gandalf's staff, and then put it on Gandalf for willpower.
Okay.
Keep trying to put it on Denethor. Alright, fine. That one's probably not going to stay very long anyway.
Okay, so questing. I will send Eowyn and Irma, spending a resource and killing that Wraith on Wings. Using Intimidation and the Rohan Warhorse to ready.
So he goes to the victory display. And I will send Gandalf. We don't have a location in the active spot. Alright, so card number 1. Rourke Soldier. Alright. Card number 2. Another Snaga Archer. So it looks like we're just down by 2, so I will... Oh, forgot to exhaust Glorfindel, so we didn't have to raise our threat. And I will raise my threat by 1, exhaust the 1 ring, to remove the Wraith on Wings threat. So now we make 2 progress.
Yep. Okay, so combat time.
Do we want to take down any one of these guys?
I mean, Irma can kill pretty much everything else in the staging area now. So, and that Wraith on Wings is only going to get 1 more, and then it'll be at 40 engagement cost and 5 threat.
And I can remove its threat from the stage area with the 1 ring.
Yeah.
So we might just have to have AMR focus on the orcs for a while.
Yeah. Okay, so Erkenbrand defends. Exhaust a character you control. Well, I think I want to cancel that. Okay, and how about you?
I will Denethor defend, and actually attacking makes initial attack. I was going to discard that shadow.
With Staff of Levithron, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then Irma attacks for 7, which puts 4 damage on this orc.
Oh, sure, Intimidation's exhausted.
Yep. Oh wait, I can ready with Armored Destria from that attack and attack with Erkenbrand as well. Forgot about that.
Yeah,
So
there we go.
let's say I'm a good player. And I don't forget my triggers. So that kills Gobag. And I get a draw card from Glamdring, which I will also trigger 4 hammer. So I get to draw 4 cards. Ooh, and I drew another 4 hammer. that's one too many. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, and I'm gonna be a good player and heal my last damage on Glorfindel.
Okay, and did we remember the 2 archery from the Snagger Archers this round?
We did not, but I had hit points open on Denethor and Gandalf, so we'll just put it on them and heal it off.
Okay, and at the end of the round, I flip my contract, and that is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I keep forgetting to give Gandalf his resource. Just going to make a big difference with Shadowfax coming up here.
Okay, next turn. Okay,
Alright.
Trigger Steward, and spending 2 resources for Firefoot. I'll spend 1, 2, 3, 4 for Ancestral Armor. Onto, no, actually I won't just yet. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm done. Unless you want a weapon.
I mean, it would not go amiss.
Okay, spend 1. There's a dagger western, that's for you.
Thank you. So.
Hey Silverthorn, it's not going too bad. We're trying to replay Cirth Ungol and actually get it right without any muck-ups.
Alright, well, I've got a Unexpected Courage on top of my deck. Oops. So we will go ahead and play that on Amber.
Oh, thank you.
Since that works out well for us a lot of the time. I'll pay 3 for Shadowfax. So now I can actually start trying to kill this Uruk.
Okay, so questing.
And I'm going to exhaust Glorfindel so we don't have to raise our threats.
Spending 1, Earmark attacks and kills the Uruk soldier.
Okay.
And then readies with Rohan Warhorse.
Oh, I guess I could just ready up. Hand off. Alright. Oh. Oh, I know it. It's here. There we go. Alright, so card number 1. Drawn to the ring. The first player must choose. You exhaust the 1 ring or reveal an encounter card, or discard cards from top of the encounter deck until enemies discard and put in play engaged with him.
This is you.
Yep, it's not peril though, but I also have a test of will. Don't feel like it's must cancel yet. Yeah, we got 7 progress coming off, so I think I can exhaust the 1 ring. I don't think we need last of the company this time.
Okay.
Alright, and then card number 2, Orcish Howls. Deal 1 damage to each enemy in the stage area. Okay, so 1, 1. So this is adding 2 threat. And it doesn't gain surge.
So we take we make 5 progress.
Yep.
Okay, should we travel to the Watcher?
I guess if we do, we're just leaving the enemies up there because we'll need all 3 defenses we have. Or I guess we have 4 with Gandalf.
Yeah, I've got 2 defenses with Erkenbrand, which will defend the 2 Watcher attacks.
Yeah, I think it would probably be a good idea to advance. We seem to have questing well under control. It'd be nice to get some of these locations out of here.
Okay. Okay, so cannot be optionally engaged and is considered to be engaged with both players, yes?
Right.
Yes, so shadow cards are dealt like so. So your first player, so how you I'll defend with Erkenbrand, ready up, and defend the Watcher attack. No shadow effect, no damage.
And I'm gonna assume you're gonna discard the shadow from the Wounded Orc. Alright, so your defense?
How did you defend your Wounded Uruk?
Oh, no. But Denethor's got it covered.
Okay, and then Erkenbrand defends.
We have archery as well, but I'll just put it on my guys.
Exhaust the character you control? I think not. And then I'll trigger my contract to heal up. And then for attacks, what you got?
Well, I guess we will go ahead and attack with Gandalf for 1 point of damage. And I keep forgetting, I have opened the armory in my top of my deck, so I'm gonna go ahead and play that before we get into another phase.
Okay, and Irma attacks for 9, which does 7 points of damage to the 2 Watchers and is gone.
Okay, so that ends up completing stage 1B. So now we shuffle the encounter discard pile in the encounter deck and discard cards from the top until X enemies are discarded or X number of players in the game. So move to counter deck, shuffle in. 1 more shuffle for luck here. So location. Enemy.
That Orcish Howls will be shuffled back into the encounter deck as well.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, my bad. Oh well.
And that Wounded Uruk enters play with 2 damage on.
Yes, it does. Okay. And let's see, we got 2 enemies added.
Yep.
And so we gotta remember at the beginning of the quest phase, we have to discard cards until enemy is discarded and put in the staging area.
Yep.
And now we have to deal with the full threat of all the locations.
Yes, we do. Okay.
And I'm gonna heal up my guys before I refresh. I haven't used my staff, so we'll go ahead and use it to draw Light of Eleanor. Okie doke.
Okay, I'm going to spend 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. And how would Gandalf like Anduril?
I'm definitely not going to say no to that. I will discard Steed of Imladris to make room. So is that it for your planning?
Yep.
All right. I will go ahead and spend 1 to give Glorfindel Light of Valinor. Let's see, yes. And I will give Golden Belt to Gandalf so that he can have a Valiant Sword. And there we go, 5. And that will be it for me.
Okay.
Actually, that's not true. I'm going to swap Test of Will on top of my deck for Wizard Pipe. Try to be efficient with my cards.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. So beginning of quest, or end of planning, exhaust Glorfindel so we don't have to raise our threat. And then we need to
Discard until
discard.
Until we
That's
get an
right.
enemy.
Location, enemy. We have Orc of Mordor. So yay, Surge doesn't go off.
Okay, do you want me to kill that Orc of Mordor, or should I kill this archer?
I'd say go ahead and kill the archer. I
Okay.
think we can deal with the Orc of Mordor.
Okay, sounds like a plan. So, Earmark kills and we reduce our threat by 2.
And I will send Gandalf to the quest. Okay, so card number 1. Dune 2 from Deep Shadows. We must choose either discard your hand with at least 2 cards in it or reveal an encounter card.
I'm okay discarding me hand.
Well, I think I'm just going to test a will that because I have a test of will in my hand, so either way I lose it. I might as well preserve cards, and I can play the one from the top of my deck. So I'll still have to do the Dune 2, which I think doesn't look like I raised my threat. Alright, card number 2 is Orcish Howls. So that's 1, 2. Ooh, it's going to be a lot of extra threat. So 4, 6,
8 threat.
8.
Now we can mitigate that by 5.
Right. Did we raise anyone up to 6 threat by that? So it technically gets added on to the Wraith on rings.
Yeah.
To the H enemy. So I can drop that by 6.
Yeah.
I think I will go ahead and do. So. There we go. So now we're making 3 progress. Oops, not damage.
I forgot to draw a card, and I forgot to draw a card from Glamdring and ready up with the Rohan Warhorse from the last enemy I killed.
Okay.
Okay, so engagements. Well, travel. Where do we want to travel to?
Let's see here. Discard. I discarded. Do we want to gamble with Torchlit Hall since we've got 3 different orc enemies in the staging area?
Sure, why not?
Alright, so discard for enemy and we get an archer. So it discards the other archer.
So we get rid of 2 archers there, that's not bad.
Oops. Yep. I'll take it.
Okay. Engagements. I'll take this Wounded Uruk.
Okay.
And you get this Orc of Mordor.
Which exhausts Denethor.
Ooh, you're not going to be able to deal with them.
Oh yeah, I can. So I've got Endural, so I'll be able to attack back one of them and kill it.
Yeah, but you can't defend both of them.
Well, you've got Armored Destroyer.
True, I do. You're right. Okay, Shadow Cards. Okay,
And
so my defense.
ready up Gandalf.
So my defense first. Erkenbrand defends. Attacking enemy gets +1. So it does nothing. Erkenbrand defends one of yours. Which one do you want it to defend? You want us to defend the Orc of Mordor so that way you can discard the shadow from the Wounded Uruk?
Yeah, that works. Actually, I won't be able to discard Shadow. Oh, after attached to your defense. Doesn't matter. 6F does another.
So no damage from that either. So how are you dealing with the Wounded Uruk?
Alright. Oh, I guess I have my staff available. Yeah, we'll go ahead and discard the Shadow with the staff. Have Gandalf defend. He takes no damage, 3 attack, 4 defense.
Trigger.
Actually defense 4.
Are
Oh,
you-
because Endural.
are
Yep,
you-
and trigger Endural. So attack back for
More than
Shadow.
enough.
Oh yeah, so I'm 5, and he's only got 1 hit point. Oh. You should have 2 damage on him. 1 damage. So Orcish only did 1 to him. Okay.
And then Eamar attacks and kills off my Wounded Uruk. And I get a draw card from Glamdring. Okay, next turn.
Yep.
I'll
Oh, did you heal up your guys?
Yeah, I'm just triggering my contract just before then, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna oh no, I don't, not yet. I'm gonna trigger Steward and Rod of the Steward to draw a card. Okay, that's me done.
Alright, I'm going to Wizard Pipe and put Gondorian Shield on top of my deck so I can attach it to Denethor, and I will discard the Valiant, or the Shining Shield, so it'll net me 1 defense that way. And that's going to be it for my planning.
Okay, so questing.
Exhaust Glorfindel.
And I do, so he's attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 minus 2. So that's 7 damage on that Wraith on Wings.
Alright. And it should have 5 threat now. Our staging area is looking a lot better. Alright, card number 1. I sent Gandalf. Just exhausted Shadowfax. Alright, so he enters play with 2. Oh, we had to discard, so he's the one we discard for. And then card number 1, this time for real. At the end of this phase, each enemy in the stage area engages the first player.
That would be you.
Yeah. And if the One Ring is exhausted, this effect cannot be cancelled. It's not, so I can cancel that. I think I am going to.
Yeah, and the surge still goes off.
Yes. So, Surge, Heroic Soldier. Card number 2 is Orcish Howls. So, that, and that will add
14.
a whopping 10 threat to him. 3, 1. We'll do it the right way this time. So we're missing by 7. I can get us within 1 of that.
Well, you could just drop the Wraith on Wings to -15 with the last of the company.
No, it's based on my willpower.
Alright.
So the best I can do is drop it 6.
Okay.
So that's still better. If I say I could get it within 1. And I might not have been raising my threat each time. I've been using the One Ring. Well, Carl will let me know how many times I missed it later.
Yeah. Okay, so engage, travel. No, got nowhere to travel to. We missed the quest by 1, so we each raise the threat by 1. And now engagements. I'll take this Wounded Uruk.
Okay. Let's see. Should I take this Uruk Soldier? Probably not.
I'm just debating whether or not I want to take this Wraith on Wings instead. Yeah, actually I'm going to take the Wraith on Wings.
Okay.
He's only attacking for 6. Denethor, Erkenbrand's defending for 6. And Earmark can kill it.
The oh no, the soldier is at 38. I can take the other wounded Uruk. Well, I have to.
Okay. Shadow cards dealt like so. How are you defending?
Well, I will have Gandalf discard the shadow from the Orc of Mordor and defend it, and then attack back with Andoril to kill it. And then Denethor can defend the wounded Uruk. No shadow, no damage.
Well, he could have discarded. Oh no, you're the same threat, so Staff of Labyrinth wouldn't have done anything. Okay.
Yep.
Erkenbrand defends and readies with the Armored Destria. Exhaust a character you control. Sorry, Erkenbrand, but I don't need you for this attack. And then Irma attacks and is God and kills this Wraith on Wings.
Nice job. Alright, don't need to heal up, so ready? Alright, what are you doing for your planning there, Grant?
Nothing. And bye bye Uruk soldier. Oh wait, no, before I do that I was actually going to do something, which was that.
Okay. I am going to play an Armored Destroyer from the top of my deck. Venathor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to discard the staff.
Alright, okay, I was going to say, you've got 3 already on there.
Oh, nice. I got Elrond's Council on top of my deck for questing.
Okay, so you ready to quest?
Yes.
Okay, so earmark target quests and targets this guy, killing them.
Well, do you want to see what we get for the enemy first?
I think that 3 threat is the highest one we're gonna get, but yeah, sure.
So we get an Orc of Mordor. Well, it could have been another Uruk soldier and it would have been discarded anyway. Alright, so you get him. I will send Gandalf.
Don't forget to reduce your threat by 3.
Yes, thank you. Oh, and we're exhausting Glorfindel to avoid raising our threat.
Yeah. Okay. And since I killed an orc, I get a ready up, and I also get to draw a card.
Alright, so card number 1. Evil Vigilance. Each player must choose either discard a questing character you control or raise your threat by 1 for each questing character you control. I think I can raise my threat by 1.
And I'll raise my threat by 2.
Card number 2 is a Bloodied Courtyard. So we are making 13 progress. 3 there, and 10 more here. Oops. Should be at 13.
Okay, shall we travel to the Bloody Courtyard? Or do you want to go to the topmost chamber?
I'm almost thinking we should go to the topmost
Oh,
chamber.
we can't. We need 18 progress on the
Oh.
stage 2B to get to the topmost chamber. So we can either go to the Torchlit Hall, which is just going to give away an enemy at this point, unless we are extremely lucky to get the other Oak of Mordor.
Yeah, let's just go to the Blade Courtyard.
Okay, so raise our threat by 1.
Okay.
Okay, and I will optional the Oak of Mordor, exhausting Irma in the process.
Okay.
Shadow cards dealt. And I will defend with Erkenbrand. Defending player raises his threat by 3. I think not. I will cancel that. And do you want us to defend yours, or do you want Gandalf to defending just kill it?
I'll just have Gandalf defend and kill it.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll just be safe. We'll discard the shadow card. Gandalf will defend and then attack. Oops. That is not what I wanted to do. Have Gandalf attack back and kill it.
Okay, and then I will ready using the Unexpected Courage to have Irma ready, and Irma then attacks and kills this Orc of Mordor, drawing me another card. And then I use my contract to heal up that 1 point of damage on Erkenbrand.
Very nice. Alright, I think my only bit of planning is going to be putting Elrond's Council back on top of my deck. There's some
Okay.
pseudo card draw there.
Okay, so questing.
And
So
Gandalf.
top card of the encounter deck.
Yep. Discarded. Location. Treachery. 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 Oh, there we go. Urg Soldier.
And Irma targets him with his ability when he commits to the quest and kills it.
Alright.
And then draws a card and readies.
Our first card is Deep Shadows. So Doom 2. I don't have Test of Will this time for this, but I don't care about my hand anymore either. So
I have a ridiculous amount of cards in my hand and 2 War Axes that I was hoping to draw the Song of Battle for, but hey ho.
well, I'm discarding my hand because I'm raising my threat enough as it is.
You and me both.
Oh, I'm definitely exhausting Glorfindel, so we don't raise our threat. And did I raise my threat by 2 already? Yes, I did. Okay. Alright, card number 2 is Echoing Passage. So there's no enemies in the stage area, so it doesn't get any additional threats. And no enemies get his defense buff.
So we make 16 progress, which puts 12 more on the main quest.
Okay, so we're at 25 here. And we get rid of the Light Courtyard.
Travel to the topmost chamber.
Yep, I think that's going to be the best move here. So now we add Shagrat to the staging area. And he gets Sting. And your Leaf Wrap Lembas as guarded objectives.
Yep. And then, since we've travelled engagements, I will optionally engage him. He takes Shadow. Erkenbrand defends. Discard a non-objective attachment you control. I don't think so. And then attacking for 10 is exactly enough to kill Shagrat.
Okay, so I think you get to claim your Refop Remembus, and Sting goes to my discard since we don't have a Hobbit hero in play. Oh, not the encounter discard.
Okay, so that was probably one of the easiest fights with Shagrat I've had. I had the exact amount needed without using intimidation on him.
Oh, the boons come back to our hands. Sorry, it's in the it's on the quest, the campaign card.
That's fine.
All right. Looks like we're. Oh, did you want to heal up, Erkenbrand there?
Yeah, may as well.
I guess I might as well draw a card with my staff.
Oh, and I've got to draw a card with Shagrat going. I got to draw a card off Glamdring. Okay, so use Steward and draw a card. I'll play the Leaf Wrap Lembas just for reasons. I will discard my Gondorian Shield from Erkenbrand, spending 2 resources, and playing out another armored destroyer. So now we've got 3 defenses on Erkenbrand.
Excellent. Alright, I am going to Wizard Pipe, putting Asphalt on top of my deck, and paying 2 to attach him to Glorfindel. Not that it's going to make much of a difference right now.
What you want to put 2 progress on then?
Let's put on the Bloody Courtyard since we're taking a lot of threat as it is.
Okay. So
And then I'm going to play, oops, an Unexpected Courage from the top of my deck on Glorfindel. So now I'll be able to exhaust him and commit him to the quest.
sounds like a plan. And have him ready for combat.
Yep.
Okay, so questing. We've got to discard the top card from the encounter deck. Well, got to discard until we get an enemy from the encounter deck.
Yes, we do. Just did my end of planning, exhaust Glorfindel to avoid the threat raise. There we go, we got an archer.
And Irma commits to the quest and kills it.
Alright.
Allowing me to draw a card and ready.
Alright, and alright, so I've sent Glorfindel and Gandalf to the quest, so first card. Another Deep Shadows. So it looks like I'm going to have to reveal an encounter card because I can't discard 3 cards. And neither can you.
I've just discarded 3 cards.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just me. So Doom 2, and I have to reveal another card. And it's Orcish Howls, which surges since we have no enemies. We have a Snaga Archer. Second card, another Snaga Archer.
Okay.
Yep. So looks like we make way more than enough progress to add the topmost chamber to the victory display. So now looks like we advance. So we add Last of the Company to the victory display. Frodo gets the 1 ring. And probably a heavy burden.
2 watchers get added back to the staging area.
And we have to reveal 2 encounter cards. We got Echoing Passage.
And another Wounded Uruk.
We should have had more threat in the staging area from Echoing Passage for each enemy, but it's not going to make a difference.
No, because it would have only added, what, an extra 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't matter.
Right. He gets 2 damage. But we can't travel to the 2 Watchers until there's 12 progress on here, and it gets +3 threat and +5 or +3 defense. And it's considered engaged with each player. Oh, while it's enemy side face up, it gets +3 threat, +3 defense. Okay. So we can't travel to the 2 Watchers. If the Echoing Passages are like active location, the enemies get tougher. Should we go to the Torchlit Hall and see if we do get lucky?
If you want.
Alright, let's do that. So
We did not.
No. So sorry, Grant. We got us war enemies.
That's fine. So engagement checks happen like this. This comes down here. This comes here. All optional. One of these guys taking 2 damage.
I can take the other archer, I think. Between Gandalf and Glorfindel, I think I got the attack power now.
Okay, 2 damage you need to take for engaging.
Okay.
And shadow cards dealt like so. Archery 4, so I'll take 1, 2.
I'll take the other 2.
Okay. Erkenbrand defends, readies to discard the shadow from the Orc soldier. So defending the archer first. No shadow effect, no damage. And defends and readies the soldier. Okay, do you want me to defend one of yours? Or do you want to defend both of yours?
I'll defend both of mine.
Okay.
So I'm going to have Denethor defend the Wounded Orc, discarding the shadow from Snaga Archer. I'll swan for each damage on it, so he's attacking for 7.
5.
Yeah.
No, he's been engaged this turn, so yeah, 7.
And so that bounces off. And then Gandalf will defend Snaga Archer and attack back with Enduril to kill it.
Okay. And over here, Eomer attacks and kills the Snaga Archer, readies up with Unexpected Courage, draws a card from Glamdring, attacks and kills the soldier, draws a card from Glamdring.
And Glorfindel with his 6 attack is enough to kill my Wounded Orc. And heal up some damage. And Gandalf should be getting resources from Leader of Men.
I'm going to play Brace of Conies and drop my threat by 2. And draw 2 cards. Because like I haven't drawn enough cards this game.
I'm going to spend 1 to put Heir of Mardil on Gandalf. Because, you know, I need more action advantage on Gandalf.
Always.
Alright, so questing then? Oh, exhaust. Or no. Now we need to be exhausting Frodo for heavy burden.
Yep. So.
I'm assuming heavy burden transfers. Didn't really say that it went with the ring bearer.
It's attached to the ring bearer, so
Oh, that's the setup ability though.
yeah, I'd just say that it goes to Frodo because of the fact he's the ring bearer. Grim rule it. After the amount of times we've played this quest, Grim rule it.
The Grim rule might be that it's still on Glorfindel, because then I'd still have to keep using Unexpected Courage.
But is that really a Grim rule at this point, since he's already got Unexpected Courage?
Yeah, that's true. Alright, and I am sending these 2. We don't have any beginning of quest effects anymore, so just 2 cards. First card, Echoing Passage. And Orc of Mordor, which surges into Winding Stairs. So each of our Echoing Passages gets +1 threat. Yeah. And then we got the right threat there. Oh, and I can use Asphalloth to explore this bloody courtyard.
Making 14 progress, which puts 3 on the Torchlight Hall and 11 on escape.
Make that 12. All right, so now we can travel to the 2 Watchers.
Okay, so flip 2 Watchers over.
So it's actually got 5 threat right now and 5 defense. And it's engaged with both of us.
Yes.
And we quested successfully, so Gandalf gets a resource and readies with Air Mardell.
Okay, now here's the question. Do you want to engage this Orc of Mordor?
Yeah, that's fine. I can take it.
Okay. So shadow cards dealt like so. How you defending? I'll defend the Watcher again. So. Attacking
+1.
he gets +1, so he's attacking for 6, no damage. Ready's up. How are you defending your Orc of Mordor?
You know what? We'll be incredibly safe about it. I'll discard the shadow with Gandalf's staff. Gandalf defends and attacks back with Indoril.
Yep. And then another shadow card from Erkenbrand defends. The attacking enemy gets +1. It does not. So no damage. Oh wait, I'll trigger Golden Shield. No damage. And then I'll ready up Irma, and Erkenbrand attack for 12.
Gandalf helps out with his 6.
So that's 18. That's more than enough to wipe the floor with the Watcher again.
I had 17s. I forgot I dropped down from Valor with Elrond's Counsel.
It's still enough to kill him.
Yeah. Trying to minimize the amount of stuff Garl has to watch for.
Yeah. And that is how you play Cirth Ungol for the 3rd or 4th or whatever time this is.
Yeah, I think it's clear our decks could handle it. It's just making sure we catch all the triggers.
Carl, if you come back and say we've missed something, I'm going to hunt you down. But no, in all fairness, thank you, Carl, for keep pointing out the flaws that we make. It makes our job a lot better when we know that we're going to get pulled for mistakes that we've made. It helps us notice if we've missed any triggers.
Well, and now, like, going back to the comments and everything else, I can be like, oh, well, we missed this last time. Oh, we missed that last time. So, know what to look out for, like making sure to exhaust whoever has last of the company, and
yeah,
making sure we do Orcish Howl correctly and get all the threat on there.
Yeah. Now that was a fun quest. Irma had a lot of fun just eating things this game.
I think it's also why we've been willing to replay it so many times. Like, oh yeah, we're having a good time with this one. It's just like, here, bring these enemies down. We don't have to worry too much about traveling or with the locations, because they're not. Many of them are not that high of threat, and they get that first stage. They're all 1 lower, so Even though
Yeah.
we can't travel to them, it's like, oh, well, they're not that big a deal.
Yeah, and even the swarms, our threat begins relatively low, so we don't actually have to worry so much about the swarming effects of these enemies that come in when you're like 33, 35 threat. So we can actually take our time and just clobber them as they sit in the staging area.
Right. Yeah, it's even those Wraith on wings sit up there for a very long time.
Yeah, and then they just aim at fodder. I kind of believe intimidation works on them. It's brilliant.
Well, like, cannot have non-mortal attachments does prevent a lot of the cheesing things you could do with them, but yeah, just not having them be straight up immune makes a big difference.
Oh, definitely. So join us next time where we play more from Lord of the Rings, the card game.
Thanks, everyone.